Just load the wagon. My grandpa had a saying that I got from him, no doubt. One day he had me loading hay till I was plumb wore out. I said if I load any more, this mule will be zigzagging. He said don't worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon. Don't you worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon. Pile it on till you can see them old springs sagging. I ain't seen a load he couldn't pull, and I ain't bragging. Don't you worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon. I knew I married me a country girl, I knew I found a winner. I told her to fix a couple chickens and a hen for dinner. She said if you eat all that stuff you'll bend over gagging. I said don't worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon. Don't you worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon. Pile it on till you can see them old springs sagging. I ain't seen a load he couldn't pull, and I ain't bragging. Don't you worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon. She asked if I wanted children, I said 8 or 10. Well then we better soon get started, she said with a grin. But feeding all that bunch is gonna keep your butt a-dragging. I said don't worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon. Don't you worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon. Pile it on till you can see them old springs sagging. I ain't seen a load he couldn't pull, and I ain't bragging. Don't you worry about the mule now, you just load the wagon.
All right, how does this go anyway? In Palm
Beach germs we find where bluegrass and folk entwine. We gather round in any space to share our melodic grace. We gather round in peace, sharing songs that never cease. A circle of kindred souls with music that forever rolls. From libraries we did sort, then found a room at Toonie's Mart. Some their songs, some sing, all enjoy the music ring. We gather around in peace, sharing songs that never cease. A circle of kindred souls with music that forever rolls. May Florida's go so bright, we sing with all our might. In harmony our music brings joy in every lyric. Day turns into night, our bonds grow strong and tight. From world root to every week to music festivals we seek. Gather round in peace, showing songs that never cease. A circle of kindred souls with music that forever rolls. With each song and each chord, we find we are not bored. At our Boca Club meeting, wherever it may be, we enjoy its warm embrace. In Palm Beach County, a group of kindred bounty. In harmony we explore with music we adore. With love to our kindred souls. Okay, Slip Sliding Away, Paul Simon. Sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away.
I know a man. He came from my hometown. He wore his passion for his woman like a thorny crown. He said, Dolores, I live in fear. My love for you is so overpowering, I'm afraid that I will disappear. Slip
Sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away.
I know when became a wife. These are the very words she uses to describe her life. She said, a good day ain't got no rain. She said, the bad days when I lie in bed and think of things that might have been.
Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away.
An old father had a son. He longed to tell him all the reasons for the things he'd done. He came a long way just to explain. Kissed his boy as he lay sleeping, then he turned around and headed home again. He slipped
Sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away.
God only knows. God makes his plan. The information's unavailable to the mortal man. We're working our job, collect our pay. We were sliding down the highway when in fact we slip sliding away. Slip
Sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away.
Anyway, here goes. You belong to me. Get the position here. skies from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me. I'd be so alone without you. Maybe you'd be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me. I'd be so alone without you. Maybe you'd be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me. See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me.
Oh, I like to rise when the sun she rises early in the morning, and I like to hear them small birds singing merrily upon the lalem, and hurrah for the life of a country boy, and to ramble in the new mown hay. In spring we sow, let the harvest grow, and that is how the seasons around they go. But of all the times to choose I may, to go rambling in the new mown hay. Ah, I like to rise when the sun she rises early in the morning, and I like to hear them small birds singing merrily upon the lalem, and hurrah for the life of a country boy, and to ramble in the new mown hay. In winter when the skies are grey, we hedge and pitch our times away, but when the summer sun shines gay, we'll go rambling in the new mown hay. Oh, I like to rise when the sun she rises early in the morning, and I like to hear them small birds singing merrily upon the lalem, and hurrah for the life of a country boy, and to ramble in the new mown hay. Ah, I like to rise when the sun she rises early in the morning, and I like to hear them small birds singing merrily upon the lalem, and hurrah for the life of a country boy, and to ramble in the new moon. Hey! On that good album that he has there. It's called My Old Man. And if you want to play along, I'm capable up in 2 frets, so I'm going to be in D. But it's if you want to play along, it's just a very simple chord progression: C, D minor, and G. My old man, he had a round soul. You're an old freight train, then he'd have to go. Said he'd been blessed with a gypsy bone. And that's the reason, I guess, he'd been cursed to roam. He came to town back before the war. Didn't even know what it was he was looking for. He carried a tattered bag for his violin, full of songs of the places that he'd been. And he talked real easy, had a smiling way, could pass along to you when his fiddle played, making people drop their cares and woes, to hum out loud the tunes that his fiddle bowed, till the people there began to join that sound. Everyone in town was laughing, singing, dancing round. And like the fiddler's tunes we all heard that night, like some old dream that says all the world is right. The fiddler's eye caught one beauty there. She had that rolling, flowing, golden kind of hair. He played for her as she danced alone. He played his favorite songs, one he calls his own. She alone was dancing in the room, the only thing left moving to that fiddler's tune. He played until she was the last to go. Then he stopped, packed his case, and said he'd take her home. And all the nights that passed, a child was born. And all the years that passed, love would keep them warm. And all their lives they shared a dream come true, all because she danced so well to his fiddler's tune. The train next morning blew a lonesome sound, as if she sang the blues, what she took from town. And all I recall and said when I was young, no one else could really sing those songs he sung. Yeah, my old man, he had a rounder soul. You're an old freight train, then he'd have to go. Said he'd been blessed with a gypsy bone. That's the reason, I guess, he'd been cursed to roam.
24. 4 years before I was born. T for two. Picture you upon my knee. It's two for tea. Two for tea. Me for you and you for me alone. Nobody near us to see us or hear us. No friends or relations on weekend vacations. We won't have it known, dear. We own a telephone, dear. Day will break and you'll wake in time to bake a sugar cake for me to take, for all the boys to see. We will raise a family, a boy for you and a girl for me. Can't you see how happy we would be? We will raise a family, boy for you, a girl for me. Oh, can't you see how happy we would be? Well, can't you see how happy we would be?
I was alright for a while. I could smile for a while. But when I saw you last night, you held my hand so tight, and you stopped to say hello. Oh, you wished me well, you couldn't tell that I'd been crying over you, crying over you. You said so long, left me standing all alone, alone and crying, 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 crying be crying, 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 yeah, crying, crying.
Hopefully I've got it. It's called Shillelagh O'Toole. Shillelagh O'Toole was an old Irish pirate. His ships roved the oceans afar. His raiment was green as the meadows of Ayr. His heart black as fresh Stockholm tar. Nor cutlass nor dagger e'er would he carry, no pistol did ever he bear. Just had him a great big old blackthorn shillelagh, lead filled with some nails driven in here and there. Oh, never was any pirate more cruel than the old Irish pirate Shillelagh O'Toole. Shillelagh O'Toole were a merchantman's curse. Out of fog banks his vessel would pounce. His crew they would board, wielding pistol and sword, while O'Toole swung at sticks every ounce. Shillelagh O'Toole he'd no mercy at all. He sank brigantines, schooners and barks. On the captains' heads his blackthorn did fall, and he tossed each dead corpse to the sharks. Nor cutlass nor dagger e'er would he carry, no pistol did ever he bear. Just had him a great big old blackthorn shillelagh, lead filled with some nails driven in here and there. Oh, never was any pirate more cruel than the old Irish pirate Shillelagh O'Toole. Shillelagh O'Toole had a shrivelled up soul, as knotty and black as his stick. Whether man or woman, young lad or maiden, he bashed all their heads in right quick. Shillelagh O'Toole's beard it was red, he'd blood on his hands and a price on his head. Whether his black cudgel cut many a sailor's life short, and they chafed for to hang him in many a port. Nor cutlass nor dagger e'er would he carry, no pistol did ever he bear. Just had him a great big old blackthorn shillelagh, lead filled with some nails driven in here and there. Oh, never was any pirate more cruel than the old Irish pirate Shillelagh O'Toole. Shillelagh O'Toole at last met his match when he boarded the Maid of Cadiz. There he encountered young Davy O'Dowd, whose shillelagh was bigger than his. Shillelagh O'Toole and Davy O'Dowd fought like demons, so the fate tale does tell. But hardy young David had the bigger shillelagh, and he knocked old O'Toole straight into hell. Nor cutlass nor dagger e'er would he carry, no pistol did ever he bear. Just had him a great big old blackthorn shillelagh, lead filled with some nails driven in here and there. Oh, never was any pirate more cruel than the old Irish pirate Shillelagh O'Toole. Young Davy O'Dowd was hailed as a hero, for the Maid of Cadiz he did save. His legend lived on in story and song, laughed on long after he'd gone to his grave. So me boys learn the lesson of Shillelagh O'Toole, as ye sail off to seek foreign shores. Some day, somewhere, you'll meet the man whose shillelagh is bigger than yours. Nor cutlass nor dagger e'er would he carry, no pistol did ever he bear. Just had him a great big old blackthorn shillelagh, lead filled with some nails driven in here and there. Oh, never was any pirate more cruel than the old Irish pirate Shillelagh O'Toole. Oh, never was any pirate more cruel than the old Irish pirate Shillelagh O'Toole.
The father song. The Cloud Factory by Bill Caddick, but it's sort of made famous by June Tabor. She recorded it. I don't think I've ever heard Bill Caddick sing it, which is a shame. I've looked on YouTube, but he's doing other stuff on there. And this is about a father, and although my father didn't work in a factory, my parents were divorced when I was about 4. So I only saw my father like every other Sunday. He used to take us out. We used to go to see my grandmother sometimes, or up to London. But on the way home, we always used to sing in the car. So this always makes me think of him, because it's about the father teaching us to sing. The songs we sang, though, were like old army songs, like Quartermaster Stores and that sort of thing. My father worked in the Cloud Factory. He'd come home wreathed in dreams each day. My mother took his cloudy clothes to brush the threads of dreams away. She'd scold and say, "You and your dreams, they're just for kids and fools like you." But father, he'd just wink his eye and smile and say, "Are you sure that's true?" My mother thought him fanciful. She used to chide him all the while. But me, I thought him wonderful. I'd do anything to see him smile. I used to hear him singing low. His words are with me to this day. You have to hold on to your dreams, or else they simply slip away. My father taught me how to sing. He sang that dreams were everything. Can't be bought and can't be sold. More than silver, more than gold. The last time I saw him ill and dying was the only time I saw him cry. Too late for dreams to come true now, as he watched his last clouds rolling by. Back home she opened windows wide, and out the dreams flew strand by strand, till all but one had flown away, and I caught and kept it in my hand. My mother doesn't do much lately, with no more clouds to clear away. And since they closed the factory down, no dreams seem to drift this way. I caught her sitting alone and still. At first I thought her fast asleep, but father's coat lay in her lap, and around her feet the dreams lay deep. She said he taught me how to sing that dreams are everything. Can't be bought and can't be sold, more than silver, more than gold. Sometimes I pass the disused factory and gaze into the empty sky. And if I let the fancy lead me, a dream or two comes drifting by. I'll teach my children how to sing that dreams are everything. Can't be bought and can't be sold, more than silver, more than gold. My father taught me how to sing. He sang that dreams are everything. Can't be bought and can't be sold, more than silver, more than gold. More than silver, more than gold.
Nice song, Kathleen. I might be wrong, but I think he wrote the words to John of Dreams, too, I think.
Yes, yes, he did. And Waiting for the Lark, another one of his as well.
Thank you so much, Kathleen. Now we go to Debbie and Ron. On mute.
Okay, well, my father did not teach me how to sing. He was tone deaf. It's kind of funny. He got all the brains, and I was at least I can carry a tune on a good day. Speaking of which, I decided I wanted to sing this song because I didn't have to play anything on it because my hands aren't feeling so good today. And lo and behold, it has a mention of my father in it. So there you go. Oh, my name is Captain Kidd. As I sail, my name is Captain Kidd. As I sail, oh, my name is Captain Kidd. God's laws I did forbid, and most wickedly I did. As I sailed, oh, my father taught me well. As I sail, my father taught me well. As I sailed, oh, my father taught me well to shun the gates of hell, but yet I did rebel. As I sailed, he put a Bible in my hand. As I sail, he put a Bible in my hand. As I sailed, he put a Bible in my hand, but I sunk it in the sand before I left the strand. As I sailed, then I murdered William Moore. As I sailed, I murdered William Moore. As I sailed, oh, I murdered William Moore, and I left him in his gore, 30 leagues from shore. As I sailed, oh, and being crueler still, as I sailed, and being crueler still, as I sailed. Oh, and being crueler still, the gunner I did kill, and his precious blood did spill. As I sailed, I was sick and nigh to death. As I sailed, I was sick and nigh to death. As I sailed, I was sick and nigh to death, and I vowed with every breath to walk in wisdom's way. As I sailed, my repentance lasted not. As I sailed, my repentance lasted not. As I sailed, my repentance lasted not. My vows I soon forgot. Damnation is my lot. As I sailed. Oh, to execution dock. I must go to execution dock. I must go. Oh, to execution dock, lay my head upon the block. God's laws no more I'll mock. As I sail.
This is called All I Want Is a Garden. My father was a soldier. He went off to the war. Whatever childhood dreams he had, they were gone forevermore. The solace and the meaning that he found within his life were his faith, his home, his family, and his one true loving wife. All I want is a garden to make the flowers grow. All I want is you beside me in the gentle evening glow. All I want is a peaceful place where I can lay my head, and when the weary night embraces, to lay beside you in our bed. Now I'm a road musician, and I wouldn't trade a day. I spent running down my dreams, making friends along the way. Now and then I get to thinking, Daddy had it right. You just give everything you have to love and hold on to the light. All I want is a garden to make the flowers grow. All I want is you beside me in the gentle evening glow. All I want is a peaceful place where I can lay my head, and when the weary night embraces, to lay beside you in our bed. So when my life is over, don't carry me away, for I spent my whole life traveling, and it's here I want to stay. Just open up the earth and lay my body down below, and sing a song of heaven, a song to send me home. All I want is a garden to make the flowers grow. All I want is you beside me in the gentle evening glow. All I want is a peaceful place where I can lay my head, and when the weary night embraces, to lay beside you in our bed. And when the weary night embraces, to lay beside you in our bed.
Fire Sisters. That goes really far back. They were very popular during World War II because they used to go out and entertain the troops. And this was actually, I think, one of their last hits. And it's a very, very sweet song. So, well, sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Honey in the morning, honey in the evening, honey at supper time. So be my little honey and love me all the time. Put your arms around me and swear by stars above you'll be mine forever in a heaven of love. Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Well, well, sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Honey in the morning, honey in the evening, honey at supper time. So be my little honey and love me all the time. Put your arms around me and swear by stars above you'll be mine forever in a heaven of love. Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Now sugar time is any time that you're near, 'cause you're so dear. So don't you roam, just be my honeycomb and live in the heaven of love. Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Sugar time, sugar time, sugar time. That's it.
Back memory.
The song is also called My Old Man, and it was written and recorded by Steve Goodman. I miss my old man tonight, and I wish he was here with me, with his corny jokes and his cheap cigars. He could look you in the eye and sell you a car. That's not an easy thing to do, but no one ever knew a more charming creature on this earth than my old man. He was a pilot in the big war, in the U.S. Army Air Corps, in a C-47 with a heavy load full of combat cargo to the Burma Road. And after they dropped the bomb, he came home and married Mom. And not long after that, he was my old man. And oh, the fights we had when my brother and I got him mad. He'd get all boiled up and he'd start to shout, and I knew what was coming, so I tuned him out. And now the old man's gone, and I'd give all I own to hear what he said when I wasn't listening to my old man. I miss the old man tonight, and I can almost see his face. He was always trying to watch his weight. His heart only made it to 58. For the first time since he died, late last night I cried. Wondered when I was gonna do that for my old man.
At the Pigsty Barbecue, where the music flows, the bus gathers, strumming highs and lows. Members became skilled players, forgetting our woes, spreading joy through song as the evening goes. The joyful sound of ukulele, music from the 40s to 70s we play. Don and Gerald leading the way. No point in youth society where fun is on display. And minor scales guiding each chord. Twice a month the group gathers, our spirits soar. From novices to experts, our journey unfolds. Instruments in hand, we are bold. The joyful sound of the ukulele, music from the 40s to the 70s we play. Don and Gerald leading the way. No point in youth society where fun is on display. Drumming together, creating melodies. And no point in youth society, the music puts us at ease.
Mother Goose, and it's by Ian Anderson as sung by the rock, I guess the progressive rock group Jethro Tull. So late 60s. As I did walk, I fancied fair, came upon Mother Goose, so I turned her loose. She was screaming. Then a foreign student said to me, was it really true? There are elephants and lions too, in a circus. Walked down by the bathing pond to try and get some sun. So there's the 100 squirrel girls sobbing into handkerchiefs as one. And I don't believe they knew I was a schoolboy. And a big little lady said to me, if you start your raving and you're misbehaving, you'll be sorry. Then the chicken fancier came to play with his long red beard and his sister's weird, she drives a lorry. Left down by the putting green, I put them in template fair came upon Mother Goose. So I turned her loose. She was screaming. I walked down by the bathing pond to apply and catch some sun. So at least 100 schoolgirls sobbing into handkerchiefs as one. I don't believe they knew I was a schoolboy.
Like Jimmy Clanton, Venus and Blue Jeans. Hope you like it. She's Venus in blue jeans, Mona Lisa with a ponytail. She's a walking, talking work of art. She's the girl who stole my heart. Venus in blue jeans is the Cinderella I adore. She's a very special angel too, fairy tale come true. Say there's 7 wonders in the world, but what they say is out of date. There's more than 7 wonders in the world, just met number 8. My Venus in blue jeans is everything I'd hope she'd be. A teenage goddess from above, and she belongs to me. She's Venus in blue jeans, Mona Lisa with a ponytail. She's a walking, talking work of art. She's the girl who stole my heart. Venus in blue jeans is my Cinderella I adore. It's a very special angel too, a fairy tale come true. They say there's 7 wonders in the world, but what they say is out of date. There's more than 7 wonders in the world, I just met number 8. My Venus in blue jeans is everything I'd hope she'd be. A teenage goddess from above, and she belongs to me. My Venus in blue jeans is everything I'd hope she'd be. A teenage goddess from above, and she belongs to me.
Yeah, these are nice.
Pretty song.
Love song for Father's Day, written by Woody Guthrie. I'm gonna wrap myself in paper, I'm gonna daub myself with glue, stick some stamps on the top of my head, I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna tie me up in a little blue string, I'm gonna tie blue ribbons too. Climb up into my mailbox, I'm gonna mail myself to you. Now when you find me in your mailbox, cut the strings and let me out. Pour me full of some ice cream soda, stick some bubble gum in my mouth. Wipe the glue from off of my fingers, pry the stamps from off of my head. Help me out of my wrapping paper, stick me into a nice warm bed. I'm gonna wrap myself in paper, I'm gonna daub myself with glue, stick some stamps on the top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you.
Doogie McLean. So I always liked his song Caledonia. So I'm gonna do it now. I don't know if you can see changes that come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away. I've been telling old stories, singing songs, maybe think about where I come from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me now, I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, been everything I've ever had. Now I have moved and I've kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, and lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I've kissed the girls and left them crying, soul in dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've traveled hard with conscience flying somewhere with the wind. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me now, I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, been everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir. Oh, the flames have cooled, don't get no higher. They've withered, now they're gone. But I'm steady clinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When hands have shaken and kisses float, then I will disappear. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me now, I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, been everything I've ever had. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me now, I'm going home.
One by Irving Berlin. and published in 1929. And if you want to see a good video of dance, you want to catch Fred Astaire dancing to this tune. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Fifth Avenue with their noses in the air, or on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hat, arrow collars, white spats, and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. Well, if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Put on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix with Rockefellers, holding sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes or cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix with Rockefellers, holding sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz in their midst.
In the heart of the dunes where whispers fade, a seed shall rise from the shadows played. Born of strife, yet bearer of peace, see the stars shall bring release. When the moon's silver tears on the sprout doth shine, the tree of eons will bridge the divide. Guardians and companions once torn apart shall unite as one with the same goal heart. The roots of time, the boughs of space, in the trees' embrace find their rightful place. And the realm shall thrive in light and dark, guided by the trees' eternal spark. You can hear the dog in the background. silver tears on the sprout of shine. The tree of eons will bridge the divide. Guardians and companions once torn apart shall unite as one with a single heart. Guardians and companions once torn apart shall unite as one.
Your turn.
With a single heart. The roots of dark canyons were torn apart, guided by the tree's eternal spark.
Not having a teeth doesn't seem to bother.
Dustman, which is for you. A dustman is a refuse collector or garbage collector, or as you call them. So, by the way, Drew, we did Putting on the Ritz in our choir for, and we did it down on the quay for the the shanty festival, and went down very well. Anyway, my old man's a dustman. Now here's a little story, to tell it is a must, about an unsung hero that moves away your dust. Some people make a fortune, others earn a mint. My old man don't earn much, in fact he's flipping skint. Oh, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gorblimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. He looks a proper nana in his great big hobnail boots. He's got such a bob to pull 'em up that he calls them daisy roots. Some folks give tips at Christmas and some of them forget. So when he picks their bins up, he spills sums on their step. Now one old man got nasty and to the council wrote, next time my old man went round there, he punched him up the throat. Oh, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gorblimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say, I found a police dog in my dustbin. How do you know he's a police dog? He had a policeman with him. Though my old man's a dustman, he's got an heart of gold. He got married recently, though he's 86 years old. We said, here, hang on, Dad, you're getting past your prime. He said, well, when you get to my age, it helps to pass the time. Oh, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gorblimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say, my dustbin's full of lilies. Well, throw 'em away then. I can't, Lily's wearing them. Now one day, whilst in a hurry, he missed a lady's bin. He hadn't gone but a few yards when she chased after him. What game you think you're playing? She cried right from the yard. You've missed me, am I too late? Nah, jump up on the cart. My old man's a dustman, he wears the dustman's hat. He wears gorblimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say, my dustbin's actually full of toadstools. How do you know it's full? 'Cause there's not much room inside. He found a tiger's head one day nailed to a piece of wood. The tiger looked quite miserable, but I suppose he should. Just then from out a window a voice began to weigh. Oi, where's me tiger's head? 4 foot from his tail. Oh, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gorblimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. Next time you see a dustman looking all pale and sad, don't kick him in the dustbin, it might be my old dad. I don't know whether Americans have
Bob talking about getting to know people in other countries during lockdown. I became friends on Facebook with Enda McCabe. He's an Irish singer-songwriter. Getting quite elderly now, but he was playing in Loughton Folk Club, which is about an hour from us, last Thursday. So we went to see him and went up and said, I'm Kathleen Peachy to him. And it was really funny because, you know, we'd not met before. But I told him that I sang his song, Winds and Tides Permitting, and I told him about our group. And he was quite pleased about that I sang it a long time ago. So I said I promised him I'd sing it again today. So it's called Winds and Tides Permitting. This little boat protects me well, carries me on the ocean swell. In another day I'll be close to you, winds and tides permitting. Oh, the winds and the tides permitting, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting. I have travelled the whole world through, put many a mile between me and you. Now I'm homeward bound on the deep blue sea. I still remember our sweet young dreams. Oh, the winds and the tides permitting, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting. For the days and the weeks turned into months, and the months turned into years. Oh, many miles between us lay, I think of you most every day. The winds and the tides permitting, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting. The winds and the tides permitting, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting.
Popped into my head at the last minute. I was going to do a fiddle tune, but I'm going to spare you.
It's called The Old Songs or Praise the Lord.
How could life be so cold when it all waters flow? My boat floated on yesterday, as my ship run aground, oh, I finally found
start life anew. Some sweet day,
singing praise the Lord,
showing me the way.
as I stand here on the shore, I can hear the ocean's roar. The tide's gone out, I'm stranded on my own. Not a love, not a friend, but I knew I can depend. You showed me the light and you lead me on. And I'll
sing those old songs again.
and I'll
Thank the Lord for every place I've been.
and I'll
Start life anew.
some sweet day singing praise the Lord for showing me the way. Singing praise the Lord for showing me the way.
Oh, Tom Paxton's song. Fortunately, still relevant today, even though he wrote this in 1964. It's called What Did You Learn in School Today? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that Washington never told a lie. I learned that soldiers seldom die. Learned that everybody's free. That's what the teacher said to me. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that policemen are my friends. I learned that justice never ends. Learned that murderers die for the crime, even if we make a mistake sometimes. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned our country must be strong. It's always right and never wrong. Our leaders are the finest men, so we elect them again and again. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that war is not so bad. Learned about the great ones we have had. Fought in Germany and in France, and someday I might get my chance. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school.
American song. Of course, this song existed before the United States came into existence. It's from the very late 1500s, around 1590 or so. I forgot the name of the author, but the song is actually autobiographical. He was a college professor. He was around 57 years old, and he fell in love with a girl who was only 21, and her parents would have none of that, and they sent her away one day to London, never for him to see her again. Okay, it's called The Rose of Moonkind, and once I could get to my satchel, I could give you the name of the author once my back gets a little better. It's in that satchel. Okay, it's The Rose of Moonkind. Very pretty song. How sweet is to roam by the sunny shore stream, and hear the doves coo 'neath the morning sunbeam, where the thrush and the robin their sweet notes entwine on the banks of the shore that flows down by Moonkind. Flow on, lovely river, flow gently along by your water so sweet. Sounds the lark's merry song. On your green banks I wander, where first I did join with you, lovely Molly, the rose of Moonkind. Oh, Molly, dear Molly, it breaks my fond heart to know that we two forever must part. I'll think of you, Molly, while sun and moon shine on the banks of the shore that flows down by Moonkind. Flow on, lovely river, flow gently along by your water so sweet. Sounds the lark's merry song. On your green banks I wander, where first I did join with you, lovely Molly, the rose of Moonkind. Then here's to the shore with its valleys so fair, as oft times we wandered in the cool morning air, where the roses are blooming and the lilies entwine on the banks of the shore that flows down by Moonkind. Final chorus. Flow on, lovely river, flow gently along by a water so sweet. Sounds the lark's merry song. On your green banks I wander, where first I did join with you, lovely Molly, the rose of Moonkind.
A Tom Paxton song, written and recorded by him. It's called Sully's Bucket. I've a thing or two to tell you that I think you ought to know about that rusty bucket Sully carries down below. You're not the first one, stranger, that has laughed at Sully's pail. You're the only one who's laughing now, the rest has heard this tale. Sure, when we was young and handsome, had some 10 years in the game, old Sol, he had a partner, and Jim Riley was his name. They had knocked about together Bingham, Butte, and Coeur d'Alene, and they brawled in every barroom from Ely to Fort McLean. Now me and old Ted Johnson, sure you'll not remember him. We was working at the Raris, had a stoke with Sol and Jim. The 4 of us together, we was working side by side. That's how come I chanced to be there on the night Jim Riley died. Well, the blasting had been easy, it was comin' out like sand, and we was mucking out the ore, those days we mucked by hand, and we was nearly finished, and we hadn't heard a sound. But something must ha' happened, for Jim Riley held bad ground. As we came around the ore-car, Sully must have took a spill, for when we looked back in there, he was pinned beneath his drill. The ceiling it was groaning, now I'll set to drop the lid, and Sully, pinned beneath his drill, was sobbing like a kid. Well, there's men can watch their partners die, not throw their lives away. But Riley wasn't one of them, he wasn't built that way. Soon's he seen what happened, hey, hold on there, Sol, he cried. And afore he had the words out, he had thrown the drill aside. Well, they came around the R-car, Riley wearing a big grin. Guess he never knew what happened when the hanging wall caved in. Sully reached the timber in his face as white as chalk, and Riley 2 yards back of him caught 15 ton of rock. That day Sully's pail was buried, he ate from Riley's pail in tears. And he's carried that same bucket now for more than 20 years. So you can laugh at Sol because he's mean and drinks a lot. But don't laugh at Sully's bucket, it's the only friend he's got.
It's always
Thank
good.